In this video, you're going to learn another functional core exercise that keeps your back strong and safe and then protects it from back injuries. And if you haven't watched my last core exercise video, and be sure to watch it first before you do this one. If you want to learn how to retrain your body and then movement safely and then effectively and then move better, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. I am Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. With my backgrounds in athletic training, physical therapy, martial arts, and the Feldenkrais method, I have helped many people like you overcome and then move beyond the pain and the limitations. Now it's your turn, and let's dive in. So this exercise, again, similar to the last one, we use the elastic band, TheraBand, something like this that you can buy from a sport goods store, and that I attach to the door. So last video we worked on rotation, okay, the training the core muscles in a functional way in a rotational plane. And today is using this same band but working on a different plane of the motion to train the core. So first one is going to be involving pushing motion, okay? So pushing and coming back. So you basically you have the resistance pulling you back directions. And by the way, if you haven't watched my video where I talked about proper use of core and the hips, and please watch that one first, because the core exercise and functional core exercise is really about training your hips. And well, first, understanding the proper role of your hips and in your core, so that you can train them together in a way that you will be using and to protect your back from injuries. Okay, so having said that, let's start here. So I'm going to start with my right side here. So I'm holding onto the band with my right hand, and then I'm placing my left foot forward. Okay, so the band, so I have a little bit of tension in the band, and the band it's going to pull me back a little bit. So the movement is very simple. Okay, you're going to transfer the weight forward and then reach the band forward, as if you're going to punch or push something. Okay, so this is really functional movement that is about pushing something, transferring the weight forward. So the key is so that you don't make this an arm exercise, okay? That if you really don't know how to train your hip muscles and the core muscles together, then if you're going to just reach and punch with your arm, and then yeah, you get in a shoulder workout, but not much of the core, right? To the way that you make this a core and functional core exercise is how you initiate the motion, which is first, okay? So from here, I'm starting with more weight on my right foot, my back leg, okay? From here, I'm starting to initiate the motion by pressing my right foot down and back into the floor, which is going to transfer my weight forward, right? Here. So I'm starting the movement by pushing through my foot, and then I'm transferring the weight over to the left foot. And as I do that, and then I'm starting to engage and reach and stretch the band. So now I can feel my core is engaged and my hip muscles is engaged. And I'm stabilizing my core because how I set up the movement, how I initiate the movement so that the spine is engaged and keeping it safe and stable. Okay, and then slowly I'm going to return to the starting position by controlling the resistance. The band is trying to pull my body weight backwards. I'm controlling that, bringing the weight back onto my right foot and pushing through my foot down and backwards, and then transferring the weight This is where the core is engaged, so that I'm not arching my back. Okay, so that it's easy. I'm going to just turn it sideways so that you can see. It's very common when the people transfer the weight and then they end up in arching, over-arching the low back. And then they're losing the stability of the back. Right? So you want to pay attention as you do this motion, transferring weight and pushing. You are maintaining the stability by engaging your core muscles. That's and punch and push. So really think about functionally, okay, so that this really mimics the motion of like reaching and pushing an object. Okay, so you really want to do this exercise to retrain the movement patterns, and then in everyday activities, you are going to apply this same principles so that you are engaging your core in a very functional way so that you are protecting your back from injuries. So don't just do it for the sake of strengthening the core and then getting repetitions. Yeah, repetitions, 3 sets of 15 with good quality. If the quality is not there, don't count. Right? Good quality repetition is only good, right? Where there's no quality, no point, right? Because you are probably teaching yourself in bad movement patterns, inefficient movement patterns. And that's not going to help you protect your back. It's not just to strengthen your core muscles, but how you engage your core muscles and how you engage your hip muscles, right? In the functional movements, which is pushing for this one. And once you're down to 15 repetitions, and you can switch your legs, your arms, and starting with the left leg, and then pushing through the left foot, down in the back, and then reaching. Same thing, control, not too fast. You want to do it very, very slowly. Reach, forward, so that you can see my back. Back, push, forward. And notice how I'm maintaining my stability of my back. I'm not allowing my spine to overly extend, which is very common, so you want to pay attention slowly. And if it's really hard for you to feel while you're doing exercises, you put your hand and feel the shape of your back. And you notice your arch, your back is arching, and then you stop and you adjust that. That. Okay? So you want to do it right. And you want to recognize the movement patterns, and you know what patterns that you are trying to accomplish. Right? Important to initiate the movement from the hips. Otherwise, it becomes an arm exercise, and then you just end up in a twist in your back and destabilizing your spine. Not very good, right? So that's the pushing part. And then there's another one. You turn around, and then starting from the weight on the forward leg, and then you're transferring the weight back. So now you're working on the pulling motion, right? So the pushing and then pulling. But once again, if you're just doing with your arm, that it becomes your arm, shoulder exercise and a little bit of the back exercise, but not so much of the core exercise, right? How you make it core or functional core exercise is that you initiate the motion from your leg, from your hip, okay? So in this case, my weight on the right or the front leg, and then it's not the arms that initiate the motion, it is my leg, it is my hip. So by pushing my right foot down and in forward directions, which transfer the weight onto the back leg, here. And then pulling, right? And then coming back with the control. I'm not letting the band to pull my body forward. I'm controlling the motion, which is your core strength and hip strength. That's the functional strength of the core. Same repetitions, good quality, 15 repetitions, 3 sets on each side. You switch sides after you do the 15 times, and then repeat that for 3 sets. Forward and back. Okay, so remember, when you do this one, it's not the arm exercise. It is the functional core exercise. movement starts from the hip, and then transmission of the force and the movement is done by the core, right? But that's an efficient use of the core. So the core muscle doesn't initiate the motion. The hips, your legs initiate the motion. And then the spine or the core allows that force to transmit efficiently through the body so that you can pull something, right? That's a very functional part, right? You can use this one in everyday activities, recognizing when you do that motion. Opening the door, right? How you initiate the motion. If you're opening a door that is very light, you may not really notice that. But when you begin to open really heavy door, then you really have to use your core muscles, but not tightening your core muscles alone. But you have to think about how you initiate that pulling motion, and that's what makes it functional. Okay, so 3 sets of 15 repetitions, pushing and then pulling. But don't just make it an exercise and then not use it in a daily function. That defeats the purpose, right? You want to retrain your movement patterns. And then you want to incorporate that into a daily activities. And so that's how you can keep your back strong and safe and protect your back from injuries, right? And I hope this is helpful, and please leave a comment and questions in the comment section below. If you want to improve your back pain, be sure to grab your free movement guide to pain-free back at the link below. Check out these videos, and if you like this video, and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below how helpful you found this video was. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy mindful movement. Bye-bye.